Hi Taurus, welcome to your July 2019 reading. I've already started with two cards. This one is achievement. This is the full moon in Capricorn in July, and I have revision. This is the moon phase that we're in right now, new moon in Gemini. Okay, so with achievement and revision, what it's saying is that in the month of July, there's something that you're going to gain. Okay, after much hard work, I feel like there's something that you're going to achieve. Okay, but for now, I feel like with the revision card, it's saying that there are things that you need to go over, things that you missed, things that you need to revise. Okay, if it's paperwork that you're dealing with, there's stuff that went right over your head. So I feel like there are things that you need to go over whatever it is that you're doing. If it's something practical, if it's a new job, if it's an application that you're filling out, if it's some type of business, something creative, I feel like you just need to like go over it during this period. Okay, now I also see here that moving into July. Okay, um some of you really need to take caution. Okay, some of you really need to take caution, because I feel like um there are situations here where you need to put your foot down. There are situations here where um I feel like you need to like just make sure that everything is in its place, because with this card coming here, moving into July, I feel like um, you need to set boundaries. Okay, I feel like you need to set boundaries with people. I feel like you need to take a stand for what you believe in, or whatever it is that you're working on. I feel like um, you need to put everything in its place, especially and everyone in the place. If it's people that you're dealing with, I feel like people are trying to walk over you in some type of way. I feel like some people are trying to push your buttons. I feel that a lot, and I feel like a lot of aggravation. So I'll be very mindful moving into July, because there are things that you may miss. Okay, especially if there are people around you that's trying to like belittle you or something, or they're trying to make you feel like you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know what you're talking about, or whatever job that you're doing, it's like not working. It's like not working, or you're not doing what you're supposed to do. I feel like I feel also that if it's in a work environment, there are people here that you have to take a second look at. Okay, I feel like there are people who are trying to pull the wool over your eyes here. Okay, now I also see that you may need to, like I said before, you may need to, if you're stuck in doing something in a particular way, I feel like there are other ways. Okay, and you may feel like it's a sacrifice for you. You may feel like, oh my God, I need to sacrifice this in order for me to get this. Maybe sacrifice is what's needed right now. Maybe you need to sacrifice something. Maybe you need to give up on something. I feel like if there's a situation where you've always done something in a particular order, I feel like you should like go over, like find another way. Okay, find another way, because this card right here is a very it's a number 4. It's like the emperor energy, stoic, always doing things in a certain way. Maybe you were raised in a certain way, maybe you work in a certain way, maybe you're a certain way in relationships. Okay, so I feel like with that stoic energy here, I feel like some of you may need to be a little more flexible, and some of you need to get into that energy, that stoic energy. Okay, maybe you've given up too much of yourself. Maybe you sacrifice too much, and you still feel like you're sacrificing right now. So sorry, no, not right now, but in the month of July. Okay, I feel like you should fight for what you want, for sure. Okay, fight for what you want. And I feel like even if you gave your last, even the clothes you had on your back, there are people that you're not going to, there are people that's just, they're gonna find they're gonna find something to criticize you about. They're gonna find something to talk about. Okay, so I just feel like you need to stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. um, Revise. Go ahead and if you need to meditate, okay, if you need to meditate to find out, for you to gain clarity in whatever the situation is, I feel like this is something that you need to do. You need to take some time out, and you need to just go within and see what would make you happy, Taurus. Because with your energy, with the four here, there's strong Taurus energy here, because this card is a Taurus card. This card is about um, putting your foot down and having things done the way you're used to doing it. Okay, being a little bit stubborn, not wanting to, not wanting to rock your boat too much. Okay, but in the month of July, it's saying that if you're not that way, then it's saying that you should be more of that. Okay, and if you are that way, I feel like it's saying that you should like pull back a little bit and just go within and see whether or not whatever the situation is, whether it's helping you or whether it's harming you. Okay, um I feel like some of you are also dealing with someone who is like that, who is very stoic. They're very traditional. They go with the status quo. They've been doing the same thing for 100 years, and they don't want to change it. And the message here is sometimes you need to sacrifice. Sometimes you need to give a little of yourself in order for you to get in return. Okay. Now, for some of you, I feel like you've been taken advantage of. I feel like um, people have like try to find ways to like break you down or break your confidence, or try to attack your self-esteem, or try to attack your character. You know what I mean? So I feel like for some of you, um, even though you give everything that you have, you can't please everybody. Okay, you can't please everybody, and that's why I feel like this revision card is saying here, take time out in order for you to just regroup. Okay, just regroup. Go over, if it has to do with work, double check your work. If it's something that you're going to be presenting to other people, double check that. It's like you can like find different, you can do the same thing, you can get the same result. Okay, but you don't have to stick to the status quo, the fixed way of doing something. Maybe all you need to do is just improvise a little bit. Maybe just change a little bit of, if okay, for example, if you have a project at work, right, and you're all every like, okay, so you have you're in a position where you have to do a presentation every month at work concerning your job, and every month you come up and you do the same thing. You write in the same manner, you say the same things, well, not the exact same things, but you do it in the same, it's the same process that you use. I feel like it's saying that now it's time for you to like change it a little bit, revise. Okay, revise it a little bit, change it a little bit. Okay, maybe you might feel like, oh, you're gonna lose like some type of like you're gonna lose, it's like you're gonna lose like your I wouldn't say your mojo, but like your signature. Some of you feel like you're gonna lose like your signature, but by doing this, you're actually improving. Okay, and by you just tweaking it a little bit, tweaking that presentation a little bit, it's like everybody is recognizing you. Like it's going to bring you like more achievement, even though it's something that you add to it or something that you remove from it, from the situation. It's like people are recognizing that, and by you doing that, it's like, yes, you tweaked a little bit, but you didn't lose your grip. Okay, you didn't lose your grip in the situation. Okay, so let's see, we have the Temperance, we have the Devil, we have the Sun, we have Justice, we have the Hermit, ooh, we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so Taurus, what I'm saying for you here is that yes, you have competition for sure. Okay, for sure you have competition here. Okay, so I feel like by you tweaking whatever the situation is, or whatever it is that you're going through, what by you taking a different approach to it, I feel like a lot of things are going to be revealed to you. Okay, people who were up against, people who were against you, people who were talking mad shit about you, people who were trying to bring you down, people who were trying to attack your character, people who were trying to like um, the naysayers. I feel like by you just tweaking whatever it is, whatever you're used to doing in one particular way, by you tweaking it, I feel like it brings out a lot, like a lot is revealed to you. Okay, a lot is revealed to you. Now, I feel like some of you have been very patient with someone or in a situation where it has been toxic. Okay, it has been toxic. It has been draining you. Okay, and I just feel like this is saying that you need to put your foot down. Okay, and stick to it. Put your foot down. If you kept doing something in one way because your great grandmother or your great grandfather or your great 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 ancestors from 100 years ago kept the tradition, I feel like you can't keep you can't keep up that tradition if you're getting the results, if you're not getting results. Okay, and I feel like being in a situation where I know some of you, you have like, you're very connected to your family and you're very connected to a particular way of doing things, or even like a particular religion or something. I feel like it's gonna be hard for you to adjust. Okay, it's going to be hard for you to adjust, and you may even lose family members or people in authority where you really looked up to them. But at the same time, if you're not getting the results that you want, Taurus, you're gonna have to change. Okay, and you're gonna have to accept that what no longer serves you has to fall away in order for you to get results. Okay, because with the Temperance and the Devil, I feel like you have one good angel on your shoulder and you have the devil on your shoulder. You have an angel on your shoulder and then you have the devil on your shoulder, and it's like they're pulling you in two different directions, and there's a decision that you need to make. Okay, in order for you to get balance, in order for you to be able to experience that achievement that's coming towards you in July. Because with the sun is going to reveal a lot of things. The sun reveals a lot of things. With the Hermit taking time off, meditation, you a lot of even if it was self-sabotage, even if it was you sabotaging your own self, that is going to come to the forefront. You're going to have a realization as to where you were going wrong or what you were doing, and you were getting results that you were not very satisfied with. Okay, because and I feel like a lot of you, like some of you, if you're going through that transition phase, I feel like you're still going to need people to help you. Maybe you should look like outside of your family or outside of your circle, the people that you usually associate yourself with. I feel like a lot of the most help is going to come from people who are not familiar with you. Because sometimes when we're in a situation and we go to people who know us, like our family members, they tend to give us like bias, like their solutions or whatever it is, whatever solutions that they're coming up with is going to be a little bit biased. So I feel like if you're seeking information, or if you're seeking help, I feel like you should look outside of your your circle. Okay, that way you can actually get the truth, and you could actually get to the bottom of whatever whatever that's been holding you back. Okay, whatever that's been pulling you into different directions. Okay, now for some, I see here that um, for those of you who are going to court, I feel like you, if for the division of property, if there's a house involved, I feel like the house is going to go to you. I feel like much of the savings is going to go to you. I also feel like I said, there's transformation going on, okay? And maybe by you settling that court case, or settling that divorce or whatever, I feel like it's you're going to transform. You're going to transform into a better person. You're going to transform in, whatever decisions that you choose to make, you're going to be making better decisions where you don't get caught up, okay? Because I feel like a lot of you are doing like healing work, okay, especially when it comes to yourself and your needs. I feel like a lot of you are putting yourself first. I feel like a lot of you are going within, and I feel like you're pulling out all the weeds, okay, all the weeds, everything that's causing you to be stagnant. I feel like you guys are pulling that out, and you're recognizing it, and you're acknowledging it, and you're not allowing it to take total control of your life anymore. Okay, for those of you who are going through um, some type of depression, or some type of toxic situation, I feel like healing is on the way. I feel like you're balancing your mind, your body, your soul. I feel like even your spirit is being rejuvenated here. I feel like those of you who procrastinate a lot, I feel like you guys are getting answers now, because you've decided to seek within. I feel like answers are being revealed to you. I feel like you guys are being divinely guided. I feel like those of you who have been over sacrificing yourself, I feel like you're going to take total control. You're taking total control of your life now. You're taking control of your finances, especially um, if you were dealing with emotions that were not resolved. I feel like it really had an impact on your finances. And I feel like um, you're cutting yourself free from whatever it is that made you feel bad, whatever it is that made you feel down, whatever it is that made you feel like you were losing all hope. I feel like a lot of you are going to be doing the work and going through that transformation, okay, and the end result is going to be good for you. You're going to be more balanced. You're going to be balanced in all areas of your life, okay. All areas of your life are being balanced now, because a lot of things are being brought to the surface, especially during the month of July. A lot of things are going to be brought to the surface that you have to deal with, especially when it comes to your emotions. I feel like don't try to suppress your emotions. Let them come up. um, let them come up for healing. Let them come up, and let them uh let them um transform. It's more or less like a al alchemical process. Alchemy. Yeah, it's like an alchemical process where you know things are going to start coming up, things that probably had you in a very dark place. I feel like they're coming up for healing. I don't feel like you should suppress it. I feel like you should let it come up. If you have to cry, cry it out. If you have to but if you have to acknowledge it, just acknowledge it, and turn it into something that you can actually learn from. Okay, don't let it be like something that you always have to live in regret about. Take it as a lesson, like it's something that you learn from, and you turn it into gold. Okay, you turn it into gold. You make it work for you instead of working against you. Okay, and that way you bring more balance to your life. Okay, for those of you um, who have people in your environment who really want to take you down, um, it's not gonna work. But do see that some of you need to seek help. Okay, I do see like some of you need to seek help outside of yourself, outside of outside of your circle. I feel like you need to seek help, either or maybe just cutting them off, because I see that too. Maybe you should just like cut them off. But if it's not so easy to cut them off, I feel like and it's people that that still need to be in your life. I feel like you feed them with a long handle spoon. Okay, you keep them at arm's length. A little bit a little bit of distance away from you. Okay, or if they're not that important to you, I suggest that you just cut them off, because all they're trying to do is to bring you down. And if you don't catch yourself, yeah, this blessing, this achievement is going to pass you by. So I'll be very careful with that, because what it's saying is that the blessings are here. Okay, your blessings are here. You will receive what you're worth. Okay, but if there are people that's trying to sabotage you, or trying to get in the way of you achieving those blessings, then they're going to be revealed to you, and then you're going to make you're going to come to a conclusion and make a decision as to whether or not they deserve a place in your life. Okay, and by doing that, you get a brand new beginning. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords, we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Six of Cups, and we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so Taurus, before I forget to tell you guys the signs, I see Taurus here. Taurus, you're in your reading for sure. Taurus, I see Scorpio. Okay, I see Gemini, I see Sagittarius, I see Capricorn, I see Libra, I see Moon in Capricorn, no, Moon in Aquarius as well. Okay, I also see here Taurus, you again coming up. I feel like you're being very ruthless in July. Okay, whatever it is that's not working for you, I feel like I feel like you're walking away from it. Okay, now what I'm seeing here is that maybe someone wants to have a conversation with you, and you're just deliberating whether or not you really want to go into that zone with them, because maybe if you've already spoken to them, or if it's someone that you usually speak to, or if it's someone that you're in a relationship with and you guys are trying to resolve problems, I feel like no matter what you do or no matter what you say, this person is still gonna have the same attitude towards you that they've had from the beginning. Okay, and I feel like some of you do not want to go through that again. Some of you just want to, just let it be what it is. I feel like some of you just want to focus on yourself. Some of you, I also see here that you're actually talking to someone who is a distance away from you. I feel like for some, if you're in a toxic situation, I feel like the situation is there's someone here who is very controlling. All they do is try to control you and try to dictate what you do and what you don't do. Or maybe Taurus, this is what you're doing to someone. For some of you here, I feel like someone is holding on to you just because they look at you as a possession, not as a partner, but they look at you as a possession, like you belong to them. And they're acting very immaturely. Okay, and maybe they're always throwing it in your face that you need them, especially if you're dependent on them financially. I feel like this is something that they throw in your face all the time, to make you feel like, without them you're nothing. But you know better. Okay, you know better. You know that you have options. Okay, you know that you have options, and you know that if you were to get a divorce from this person, their ass is grass. Like, they're gonna be left with almost nothing. Okay, or you're gonna come out with a lump sum. Okay, so you're like, don't mess with me. You don't want to go there, because I will cut you. Okay, I will cut Taurus in playing. Taurus is not playing in July. I will cut that ass. Okay, so I feel like those of you who are going through a situation like that and you're actually seeking a divorce, like I said before, I feel like you're gonna come out nice. Okay, you're gonna come out sweet. Okay, and also I see like some of you are walking away from a situation. Some of you are actually going, like I said before, some of you are actually healing yourselves. Okay, by doing deep introspection, by going in, by meditating, by taking the time off in order for you to see where the mistakes were made, whether the mistakes were on your part or somebody else's part. I feel like a lot of you are going to be healing, especially from situations where you were like people were fighting you tooth and nail. People were to trying to get you on the wrong side, like trying to make you feel like you don't know what you're about. I feel like a lot of you are actually self-healing, and I feel like you're healing quickly as well. I also feel like for some of you, you're leaving someone behind and you're moving towards someone very quickly who is very very financially stable, or you're coming out of a situation where you were taken advantage of. You know you were cut down. You were cut down to size. Like this person made you feel like shit, and I feel like you're leaving the situation and you're going towards something better, where your finances are going to flourish. If you have a business, that's going to pick up. For those of you who are single, I feel like your money is going to be good. Your money is going to start picking up, as long as you leave the bullshit behind. Okay, as long as you leave the bullshit behind and you cut off whoever you feel that's in your circle that doesn't have your best interest in heart at heart. As soon as you cut these people off, you see a major difference in your life. Okay, because before the Six of Swords, okay, we have Six of Swords here, and then we have Seven of Swords. Now before the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords, it was the Five of Swords, and I feel like you have the Five of Swords somewhere. Yeah, you have the Five of Swords here underneath the deck. You have the Five of Swords. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you are being trashed, taken advantage of. People were trying to one up you. People were trying to put you in the shade. People were trying to take your position. Even if it was at work, I feel like you had to fight tooth and nail in order for you to be recognized, in order for you to be respected, in order for you to get the achievement that you deserve. Okay, in order for you to get to that achievement, I feel like you worked your butt off, whether it be in a relationship, in a job setting, in your own business. I feel like you worked. Okay, you worked for whatever benefits that you're getting now, whatever money that's coming towards you, whatever blessings that you're receiving. I feel like you deserve it because you worked your ass off and you've been through so much. Okay, you've been through so much. You could have even been dealing with alcoholic, and every time they or someone with a sex addiction, and every time they get drunk, or every time they're always like, it's like they just wanna fuck. Like, I wouldn't even say have sex. It's like they just wanna fuck, and there's no emotions, there's no emotional connection, there's no passion. It's like they just wanna do it just because. Okay, and I feel like some of you are letting go of that as well. Okay, now for your finances, like I said, I see your finances being good here. I feel like some of you need to hold back on your spending for sure. I feel like some of you need to put things in order. Like like I said to Capricorn, I feel like some of you need to come up with a budget as well. Okay, see what's important, what's most important. See what you can what is absolutely necessary, and what is it's just frivolous spending. Okay, so I'd suggest that you make a budget as well. Okay, I got the same thing for Capricorn too. Okay, so let's see. So I see you guys coming out strong, top of your reading, okay? I see that you guys coming up strong. I see you guys leaving whatever it is that doesn't serve you behind. I feel like some of you are actually leaving a company because you feel like, you know, why do I always have to fight? Why do I always have to argue? Why do I always have to um, limit myself, you know? Why do I feel limited in this situation where I have the sun here. So I feel like you guys are using discernment and you guys are going towards something better, something that's going to make you more for some of you, I feel like some of you are actually getting into like family business or whatever. Some of you are getting into business with family members. But like I said in the beginning, do your revisions. Make sure you cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure everything is in place. If you're doing a presentation, I feel like if you just tweak it a little bit, I feel like people are going to recognize and you're going to get like, you know, people are going to give you recognition for that. And maybe by doing that, you even save like the company or something. I feel like something big is happening for you here, Taurus. Okay, so let's see. We have the anchor, we have the magnifying glass, and we have the lady. Okay, so I feel like some of you are coming into some type of money, some type of inheritance, some type of abundance. I feel like whatever is weighing you down, if you don't cut it right now, if you don't get rid of it right now, it's going to sink. You're going to sink with it. Okay, you're going to sink with it. I feel for this card, the magnifying glass, it's saying to take a closer look. Just like with this revision card, it's saying, you know, take a closer look. Make sure you're seeing everything for what it is. If you have to take time out for you to meditate, then do that. If you need to speak to somebody, a therapist, a psychiatrist, whatever it is, you need to talk to someone who has a little more knowledge about the situation that you're going through, then so be it. Okay, but I feel overall, I feel like some of you, especially for the men, I feel like in the month of July, there's you're going to be meeting someone. Okay, you're going to be meeting someone. It's someone that you know, they're very passionate about you. Okay, but they may have tendencies to be obsessive or a little bit aggressive. Okay, and I feel like this is just a heads up for you. Okay, try to dig deep to see, you know, try to have them reveal as much as they can about themselves before you get into, you know, before you sign your life away to them. Okay, and for the ladies, I see here that some of you are very financially stable person, a financially wealthy man is coming your way. I feel like you guys are gonna balance each other out. I feel like you guys are gonna have kids. I feel like you guys are gonna have children. I feel like they're gonna want to get married. I feel like they wanna build with you, or they may even build you. If you're one of the ladies, the divine, the feminines that are like, look, I ain't gotta do nothing. You come towards me, you gotta bring stability, you gotta protect me, you gotta make sure that I'm good and I can sit back and relax. Okay, so for some of you, I see this person coming towards you. Okay, but not after they've been like through like choppy waters. You know what I mean? It's like they're coming out from a place of healing as well. That's for the ladies. For the men that's going to approach you, the men that are coming towards you, or if it's same-sex relationship, it doesn't matter. The masculine energy that's coming towards you, I feel they're gonna wanna spoil you and take care of you, and you know, they're not going to be overwhelming, like, you know, like someone who's like, oh, you got to do this is and the third. No, they're going to be more relaxed. They're going to be more receptive towards you. They're going to be more compassionate towards you. They're going to have more emotions. They're going to show their emotions. You know, they're going to show that you're able to trust them. And it could be someone that you've known from the past as well. It could be someone that you've already interacted with, but you guys never got into deep with this person. But I feel like this person is resurfacing, or if it's somebody brand new, maybe it's someone that you already you knew from a past life. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being here. This is all I have for you, Taurus. Thank you guys. Thank you for the returning subscribers. Thank you to the new subscribers. I love and appreciate every single one of y'all. Thank you for being here. I will be back with more message for you guys, more messages for you guys for next month, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Love y'all. Bye.